Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I've got a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial for you guys on this look right here. I was so excited to film this look. I just really feel like New Year's Eve is very inspiring in the makeup world, and I often see a lot of looks with glitter or sparkle, but I wanted to play around with something different and use metallics. So I really hope you enjoy this look just as much as I do, and if you want to learn how to recreate it, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids, and I'm going to be using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer for this, just to neutralize my eyelids and prep them for eyeshadow. And just blend all of this concealer into the lids with a beauty sponge. And this is going to give me a nice tacky base, but I'm going to want to set that with these two powders from the Lorac Pro Contour Set, and just make sure that tacky concealer finish is nice and dry. Then I'm going to come in with this light blue shade, and using this Zoeva blending brush, this is the Luxe Soft Definer brush, and just use that to blend this shadow all over the crease. This is a really light and not very pigmented shadow with kind of a satin finish, so you really have to build it up. For my lid color, I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Metal Powder in the color Silver and just place that all over the eyelid. I'm really careful not to pull this too much into the crease. And then I'm just going to take that same blending brush and just really buff out those edges. I don't want any harsh lines in this look. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush in this navy blue shade and start to work that into the lash line. So this whole step is really to create a lot of depth in the outer corner to give some definition to the eyes. And the technique I'm using today is called a closed banana or a closed cut crease style. So I'm going to start carving a V into this outer corner and really just create my own crease. I'm just taking this pencil brush to get really precise application and carving out just a defined line with this navy color. And now I'm going to start filling in this outer corner to again add just more definition and just really have the eyes pop and open up in a cat eye kind of style. So the key to this look is really just adding more color and then blending and adding more color and blending, and eventually you'll get to the perfect amount of blended, diffused, but still strong pigmented style. And this is what I'm doing here. It's really just time consuming. It's not necessarily very difficult. Then I'm going to take this flat definer brush and just add this dark navy blue shadow to the line, my lash line, just as a powder liner. And this is just for definition. I decided I needed a little more color, so I'm mixing that same color with the black just to add a little bit more of a pop, and also pulling that again into the crease with this pencil brush just to make it a little deeper, a little darker, a little more defined. I'm going to take this white shade from this second Tanya Burr Cosmetics palette and pop that under my eyebrow and just highlight my brow bone with this. I chose this color because it's cool tone and has a little bit of shimmer, but I'm going to take a matte white to help blend that out into the blue. I'm also going to touch up on the silver powder. I just really want the silver to pop and I don't want to lose any pigmentation. So now I'm just going to take this black coal from Rimmel and line my upper waterline. This is a waterproof pencil too, so it won't run. Now I'm going to take the Clinique High Impact Mascara and then just really work this through my lashes. I'm going for a lot of volume in this look, so I'm going to do 2 coats and then even come back later for a 3rd coat, really to just have very standout lashes. Now I'm going to take Bioderma and just clean up all of that fallout under my eye area, because these eyeshadows have a lot of fallout, so you really want to do this step. Now I'm going to come in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This foundation is just such a beautiful full coverage foundation, which is exactly what I'm going for. I just want a very flawless skin look to accompany this very bold eyeshadow, and I'm just going to really work this into the skin. This foundation is a little thicker, so it does take a little bit of time and effort to really work it into the skin and make it look as pretty and natural as possible, but the coverage is just incredible. So now I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown Corrector in the shade Bisque and just pop that under my eye. This is just going to cancel a lot of these purple and blue dark circle tones under my eyes and just really add a lot of brightness to my overall under eye area. Now I'm coming back in with that Collection concealer and this very light shade, the shade Fair, to really brighten my under eye area. I want a lot of light in the center of my face, so I'm really going to distribute this concealer, pretty plentifully all around my face just to conceal any redness, but also to really brighten and highlight the face. I just find this concealer just really beautiful, has a great full coverage look without feeling heavy or cakey. And I'm going to take this blending sponge and just pat this concealer into the skin. I really enjoy using a blending sponge for this step because I notice that it really picks up the excess product, so you don't have a lot of thick product sitting on top of the skin. It really distributes it beautifully and keeps you from getting any kind of thick or cakey concealer look, which is not exactly what I'm going for in this look. Now I'm coming in with my Lorac Pro Contour Palette and taking these two center highlight matte highlight shades and popping that under my eyes, and I'm just going to set all my concealer, the concealer applied all over my face, especially under my eyes because I do not want that to crease or move. But I'm also going to take this where I place the concealer on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin, any place where I get oily, but also to keep my concealer from moving around. Now I'm coming back with that original Tanya Burr Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to grab this light blue shade on this little kind of fat pencil crease brush and just pop that under my lash line. I'm also going to flick this product up with this brush to create a little bit of a cat eye, so you don't need much product on the brush, you're just almost blending out that bottom of your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take the navy blue shade again on the same flat definer brush and pop that on my bottom lash line again for a little bit of definition. I'm going to come back in with that same brush I just used to blend out that lower lash line for a really smoky look. I'm also going to take that same black eye kohl and just smudge that into my bottom waterline to add some definition to the lashes. Coming back in with a second Tanya Burr palette, I'm going to grab the same white shade I highlighted my brow bone with, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. This shade is so bright and it's just such an amazing inner corner highlight. So I'm going to really liberally apply this to really open up the eyes, and then take this little blending brush to just blend out the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines. Coming back with the Lorac Pro Contour Palette, I'm going to take this light contour shade right here. I love this shade because it has such a really great cool tone, and just start to work that into my cheekbones. I'm contouring right here. Just imagine drawing a line from your ear to the corner of your mouth and then just really blending that and make sure it's really well blended. I'm blending my contour with this NARS Yakio Kabuki brush. I just think this tapered style of brush, it makes contouring with powder products so easy. So I'm working that into my cheekbones, and also I'm going to put some on my chin and just all around the edges of my face, including my jawline. This is going to really help sculpt your jawline and just make your jaw pop and prevent it from receding into your neck. I'm also going to kind of darken my neck a little bit by popping some of the contour on my neck, again on my jawbone right there, and then I'm going to finish off by putting some color right around my temples and my forehead, and finish off with my nose. So because contouring wasn't enough, I'm going to pop a little bit of bronzer just to warm up my face. This is the medium contour shade, which is the warmer shade in this Lorac Pro Contour Palette, and just really work that into the cheeks. You can be kind of messy with this because I really just want just a really warm look to the face. This is just going to be popped all over the cheeks, a little bit on the forehead, and again on the chin, just to warm up any of those places that you applied the contour. I'm going to finish off the look with the same white powder that I used under my eyes and just really clean up the bottom edge of my contour. I just want to make sure the bottom edge is crisp, but the top is really blown out. So now I'm going to take another Tanya Burr Cosmetics palette. This is her cheek palette, and I'm going to grab this bright pink shade just to add a really natural flush to my cheekbones, and I'm just going to pop that right on the apples of my cheeks and blend this backwards. Promise this isn't sponsored by Tanya Burr, but I just really love her products. So now I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Starlit powder and then just pop this mixed with the same highlight that I showed you from the Tanya Burr Cosmetics palette, and just pop that on my cheekbones to highlight my cheeks. I'm just going to work this in with this little blending eye brush because I really want some precision in my highlight. And now I'm also going to pop that on my Cupid's bow as well. Now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I'm just going to fill them in starting with the bottom of the eyebrow and then just working up. I just really want my eyebrows to look defined but natural. Nothing super crazy, just my standard brow fill-in routine. And then I'm just going to brush them in for a natural look. Now I'm going to come back in with that Clinique mascara and just work that into the bottom lashes.
I really want a lot of definition in the lashes with this eye look. I just feel like all the different bright and shimmery shadows just really need some definition from the lashes. So I'm also going to work that again as a third coat of mascara through the top lashes as well, just to add a lot of volume and just, again, a lot of definition. So now I'm going to fill in my lips with this lip liner from Makeup Forever in this nude shade. Just any nude lip liner will work. I'm going to come back on top of this with a gloss. So I just really want to just draw out and emphasize my lip shape and add a little bit of color to the lips. So I'm just filling in my top lip right now, and I'm working from the bottom and coming upward to just give them a really round shape, which I think is really flattering technique when filling in your lips. So I'm going to take this Laura Mercier lip gloss and the color Bare Essentials and then just pop that all over the lips for just a glossy, shiny finish. I just think this glossy, simple lip pairs really beautifully with the very dramatic eye look.
Alright, so that's the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I just think it's been so much fun to film. It's a really kind of out of my comfort zone look, playing with blues and colors and a lot of cool tones, which just isn't my go-to, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more content from me, then you can definitely subscribe to this channel, or you can check out my blog, olivegray.com, and that link will be down below in the description box. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!